It was almost like the night that David Graves fisted me. Short and regretful. I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. It's a really special event, really special night. That I'd like to thank and celebrate David Graves. Yay! Woo! On the night of his roast. What? What? Are you kidding me? I wrote an entire speech humiliating David Graves. Fuck it, I'll do it anyway. I would like to rehash the story of the first time I ever did stand up. I asked David Graves to come, and like a gentleman, he did come to my first stand-up ever. Woo! At a little dive, downtown. I think it's still open. Is it still open, Twiggy? Inside Out Gallery? Anybody? Below the belt, apparently. Sorry about that one. And about a week before, I asked David Graves for some advice because he was the only one at the time that I really knew who has done stand-up comedy. And he gave me some pretty sound advice. He said, be yourself and just be honest. Be yourself. Isn't that some kind of bullshit you tell your 5-year-old when they go to school for the first time? Cliche as fuck! Thanks, David. Thanks. Thanks, David. Thanks. And be honest. I'm not even honest with myself. I mean, I don't own any mirrors. That shit's expensive. Going to IKEA and shit? We don't even have one of those. And if I did have a scale, it wouldn't have any numbers on it. It would just squeal when I stepped onto it. Like a fucking fat person speak and say. Oh, God. David Graves, you potent motherfucker. You got my friend pregnant and he doesn't even have a cervix. How does that happen? I'm surprised you haven't choked the bitch out yet. I warned him. Oh, I warned him. I warned him because one does simply not fuck with David Graves. I mean, am I right? Woo! Thank you. Because David Graves is a fat ninja. He'll creep upon you and slaughter your entire family while on his way to Jimmy John's. Yeah, that one was funny. Yeah. I'll write that one down. It's really good. He will smite you, one hand holding a hoagie, in the other a machete. Not so good. Okay. So I bought an iPhone about 2 months ago. Yes, upgrade! Woo! It is literally the most expensive appendage I have ever had the misfortune of buying in my life. It's even more expensive than my escort. Which isn't saying much. I remember thinking to myself, as I gave all of my money to the poor bastard behind the Verizon kiosk, all I need now is a Fendi bag, some Prada shoes, maybe a small Pomeranian. And I would be the stacked Paris Hilton. Seriously though, I got nothing that bitch has got. Nothing. Except an iPhone. Except a motherfucking iPhone. I forgot what my next line would be. But let me look, I wrote it down because I'm smart. Yeah. Oh yeah, get this, okay? There's 2 crystals in my life, that is. Twiggy's partner, Crystal with a K, and my lady lumps, Crystal with a C. No other crystals, just those 2. And there is nothing in this world more pleasurable and beautiful than a lady lumps lesbian double date. I'm sorry. That was not meant to be said. Especially if that double date includes two tiny lesbians and their foxy Jewish grandmothers. Crystal and I being the Jewish grandmothers, that is. Crystal with a C. But we're open-minded. The gays are marrying these days. Love is love. Woo! And we love tiny lesbians. Woo! Apparently you do too. That's nice. Yeah. I'm gonna have to look again. Oh, okay. Yeah. So there are similarities between lesbians and Jewish old ladies. Did you know anything about this? Would you like to know the similarities between lesbians and Jewish old ladies is the fingers always smell funny. You're afraid of touching their hands because you don't know where they've been. Probably off in some dusty claptrap, looking for the good china and the Hanukkah candles. That's what they call it these days. The kids, anyway. That's what the kids are calling it these days. Yeah. Heard it from me first. I'll let you laugh. It's okay. This is what we're here for, people. Let it out. Let it on out. What's my next line? Oh yeah, my Crystal. Crystal with a C. Bringing you back to that. That was pretty genius of me. Bringing you back to the C. It's always nice. C for cunt. C for Crystal. My Crystal, who has an amazing cunt. Not that I would know. My Crystal is such a fucking realist. She is such a realist that sometimes it shocks me the things that come out of her mouth. She and I were happening to have witnessed the 4th of July fireworks together. Aw, come on. Aww. Isn't that nice? So coupley. Thank you. Thank you. And out of nowhere, amongst the oohs and ahs of the little munchkins all around us, she says to me, you know, those fireworks remind me of the CNN footage of when we bombed Afghanistan. I'll let you sink in. I'll let you sink that into your brain. Because that actually came out of her mouth. And I look at her only the way I can look at my lady lumps. And I said, yes, Crystal, because I'm sure the title of that particular firework is Bombs Over Baghdad. And with that, bro out.